Alright, I had a little trouble starting the YouTube part because I hit the stop recording button, so I don't fill my computer up with what I'm streaming anyway, and that was behind something else. I couldn't find it to close it. Let's minimize that. I just entered this Ferrari challenge for the fun of it. I wanted to test some streaming, a little bit of streaming stuff. I'm going to practice anyway, may as well look at it and see how it turns out. Every time I start one of these things last minute, I forget to do something. Something went wrong. I ran the Patreon race. Kick and Twitter got it, but not YouTube. So I uploaded it to YouTube, and it'll be there. Which, again, you do all this stuff, spend all this time, and then pretty sure nobody's going to be watching it. But anyway, just messing around here. I've raced this car once or twice. I don't normally race it. It's a D-class car that's really... I got in this car in Spa, and it looked like the guy took me out on purpose, so I rewatched the video, the actual iRacing replay video, and watched it from other angles, and he was actually disqualified for too many incidents after he was intentionally taking a bunch of people out. So you don't see that quite so bad in iRacing. It's an anomaly, I hope. But anyway, just practice.
Pit lane speed limit is
I don't know the car. I don't know the
It
car,
takes
and
it
I
up
hate
clear.
the track. I think from what I remember, this car's hard to stop. Yeah, I started braking too late there, and then I had trouble braking enough. I don't know that chicane either. Man, holy crap, this force feedback is tearing me up. It's only set on 5.8.
We have damage.
Alright, yeah, I got it. That was terrible. Terrible. But like I said,
Exit's clear.
I don't like the track. I don't know the car. I raced it
Cold
at
tyres
Spa.
all
I
round.
liked it.
Black
It was
flag.
fun.
We'll need to come into the pits to serve
Black
the
flag for what?
Pit exit's clear.
Oh, I think I did it again.
Black flag. We'll need to come into the pits to
Yeah, I
serve
rolled
it.
over that line. I didn't notice that. Man, if you have never tried streaming, to get all this shit working and to keep it working each time while you're trying to drive and then trying to talk, knowing fully well that you're talking and nobody's listening, so then you don't talk, and then somebody jumps on the chat and you're not paying attention. It's a lot. This streaming thing is a lot of attention to detail across several different things, not just the driving itself. And I'm not trying to be a streamer like Matt Malone or anything. I just fooling around for it and trying to do more involvement than sitting
Pit
there.
exit's clear.
You get in a race and you mute the chat because it's a bunch of 14-year-olds bitching about shit. Although, you know, iRacing's not like Call of Duty. It is mostly adults, but I think we all turn 12 when we get inside this shit. I do like this version of Charlotte better than the other one. I don't know if this is new or they just use it more than they used to. But in the old version, there was one corner I just hated. Yeah, man, I couldn't make that corner. I don't want to adjust my son of a bitch.
You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
I don't want to recalibrate my brakes for this car because it's not my go-to car. So if you've watched NASCAR at this track, and that turn one, son of a bitch, that turn one right there is such a handful, man. They pile up in there all the time. In both chicanes, really. You know, I stopped too early for that one. Can't win.
P2.
That's cool. P2 out of 2. I'm not worried about that though. I'm just having fun. I have no intention of racing this car at this track. I'd like to race this car again, but if I do, it's going to be Watkins Glen, Laguna, Sebring. One of those tracks I feel a little bit more comfortable with. I got on the GT4 in Brazil. I hate the new names for all these tracks that iRacing uses. I know they're the real names, but who cares? Sao Paulo is what I want to say. Sao Paulo, Brazil, the GT4. I couldn't even keep the damn thing on the track. I don't know if it's the cold tire thing. It's like, holy crap, why is this so hard to... So they got in the prototype in that same class, you know, that GT4 multi-class thing. I did okay in that, but there's one turn where you can't see shit for the apex with the steering wheel being on the right side of the car. If anybody happens to catch Kick or Twitch, I'm streaming on another channel over there that I usually use for the American Truck Simulator, but just to get some time on there, I went ahead and started it on this.
The leader has just done a 120.9.
It's time to start practicing for Daytona. Isn't that in the... I'm not sure when iRacing does that 2.4 hours at Daytona.
P3.
It's actually getting kind of... The guy's 7 seconds faster, of course. I don't know the track, I don't know the car, and I suck. Got 3 things going against me there, but it's actually kind of fun. Kind of weird. I don't feel like I'm ever getting on the throttle. Except on the oval part of the track. So I've often wondered, forget real life, in iRacing, let's say you want to drive the GT3 cars. Should you just start driving them and drive only that and get better and better and better? Or do you drive 2 seasons in the Mazda, which don't really pertain to anything? Then you drive, you know, like the Toyota or the BMW in those production car challenge. Then you move up to a GT4. Now, all that time spent in those cars that are sort of irrelevant, would that time behind the wheel in a GT3 be a better way to go? It's like right now my I rating is so low due to things like that race where I entered earlier and the fact that I suck and do shit like that right there.
Okay, Mark, we need to watch the track limits.
On one of the days where there's like hundreds of people in the
leader has just
GT3,
done a 119.9.
if I join that at my low I rating, I could have a chance of getting a good finish. Which is how you gain your I rating. That shit just kind of balances out. Now everyone's like worried about SR. If you're about to lose your license or something before the end of the season, you get on time trials and you can fix that SR. That's not hard to do. IR, on the other hand,
left side. Clear on the left side.
between talent and luck, IR balances itself out. Let me just add this. Getting through that chicane right there clean. I was braking so hard because I broke so late.
Come on, Mark.
Prior to getting these La Prima pedals, I wouldn't have been able to do that at all. Now, whether you take your existing pedals and set them up the way these work with zero, you know, that have zero travel, so you're driving with based on pressure alone. You're braking based on the pressure. You're not how far you're pushing the pedal.
Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
So you see a lot of negative stuff about Acetec. Oh, the pedal faces are like cheese graters. That may be so on the Invictas, but the La Prima and I think the Forte, they have the smoother ones in the first place, which you can upgrade to or downgrade to, whatever you want to call it. But so forgetting the cheese grater comments, they talk about how hard you have to push the pedal. Well, that's up to you. When you calibrate the pedals in Race Hub, you're like, okay, this is the hardest I want to push. Oh man. And that sets that. So then you can just go into iRacing and can't talk and drive at the same time. Go into iRacing and calibrate. Even after you've already done it in Race Hub, you still need to do it in iRacing. And then you've set what you want to be. If you want 100% to be X amount of braking because you have a bad leg or whatever, you can do that. But it is hard to get used to that zero travel. Even after I kind of set up my Club Sports that way, and I was still having problems, I'm like, screw it, I'm going to get new brakes. I had these pedals for years, so I got new pedals. Took them out of the box, and you can't even move the pedal, not even 1/8 of an inch. It's so stiff, and it's pressure only. You can't put the brakes on with your hands when the thing's sitting on your desk or your table or whatever. I'm like, holy shit, is there something wrong with these? Even though I already knew they were supposed to be that way. But I mounted them up and started driving, and man, I'm telling you, it is strange to get used to, but damn. It is strange to get used to that zero travel pedal, I'll admit that. But man, it sure does feel good. I have a video where I was at Sao Paulo, and I watched a replay from the back from the chase camera. My brake lights are on the whole time. I plowed into a guy, which after I hit him and he spun, I took out literally half the field. And that's the point where I'm like, okay, this is getting me nowhere. That's when I ordered the La Prima pedals. And I'm not saying that because I have no code or I get no affiliation, nothing. In fact, when I bought them, I used the Matt Malone code. I bought the pedals, they were on sale in the summer sale thing. I used a Matt Malone code, so I saved a decent amount. Then a week later, I decided to get the clutch, so now you pay shipping on the clutch too. So that kind of negated the Matt Malone discount, but that's all right. Whatever. I mostly got the clutch for like American Truck Simulator. I can get through that chicane clean, but I gotta think that it's the way I'm doing it is so slow that I would just be rear-ended. Well, since the first couple laps when I got serious, that's the first spin or anything I've had.
We've got damage.
Well,
Exit's
I'm gonna
clear.
pull over
Push.
here a little bit. I'm looking at the stream. My camera's not covering the track like it was before. I see the chat in the lower left corner, although I'm the only one that's chatted. I got the track map up there. That looks okay. The relative, and then at the very top, I have that tells you the class. One thing it tells you, so if you wanted to race this class, it tells you that there's a race starting in 14 minutes, I think is what that's. No, that's not changing. Maybe, I don't know. Registration ends in 31 minutes. So if you wanted to race this, there's a race starting in 31 minutes. It's good to know that. I'm not sure what this is telling me. So the duration, this is a 15-minute race, which is pretty short. I'm not sure what that means by start. I think these cars have a, if I remember right, they have a standing start, I think. They are fixed, so you can't change ABS, traction control. You may be able to change brake bias, I'm not sure. Everything else is going to be not available to change. Pretty sure. I think they only allow the brake bias on the fixed car. As bad as I'm doing, it's better than I expected. I picked a terrible combination just to test streaming stuff. Damn. There's a bump right there coming into that chicane. It literally rips the wheel out of my hand.
P4.
I took that a little bit different. It wasn't as bad on the ripping the wheel from me.
got damage.
Oh, my head and my ears are tired of this headset thing. Kind of want to set up. I have speakers I've had for
There's
gosh,
traffic behind. Watch your mirrors.
more than 20 years. It's pretty
Tire
nice.
temperatures are fine.
Logitech Logitech speakers. I'd like to just have speakers set up so if I'm practicing and I'm not using a mic for any reason, then I don't have to have a headset on. But currently I don't have any speakers even set up.
Slippery surface flag. Be careful.
I guess in iRacing sometimes I run with a muted chat anyway. And I don't want to bitch at anybody. So I guess you could race with just speakers and forget about getting pissed off and yelling through your mic. That's the only thing you need the mic for, right? All that stupid shit at the beginning. All right, dudes, let's have a clean race. Let's all take it easy into turn one, as if anybody's gonna fucking do any of that. This whole session I haven't really tried to go fast. That was 0.8 faster right off the bat, and then I tried to go a little faster and I'd fuck up.
Pit exit is clear. Don't cross the line. Your tyres are cold. Watch out.
Man, that's a tough corner. What the hell? We're not even going full speed. Yeah, I gotta stop. That I can feel that's not right.
Left front 100%. Left rear 100. All clear on pit exit.
think that last corner would be better with a round wheel. I'm driving with a Formula wheel. It's like, I just think that once you go past 90 degrees, it's better to have a round wheel. You can change your hand position rather than just holding on, trying to go upside down. I have knocked a few seconds off my lap times from when I started, even though haven't really tried to push it yet. Damn it. Yeah.
Watch the track limits, please, Mark.
If I was concentrating on this car, I'd recalibrate the brakes a little bit. I think it'd be okay, but on those chicanes, I'm having to push the pedals a little harder than I want.
We have damage.
Oh, of course we do. Let's see. So it's turning 127s or something when I started. I turned to 124 back there. So I think trying harder, I could do a little better than that, but like I said, this is not the car I drive all the time, so only raced it once, I think, at Spa. No need to save that replay. Get that up there. Yeah, there's been no viewers, which is fine. It's not why I'm doing it. We got here. Can't believe I don't own Xfinity car. I own the old one, not current. GTE Sprint, Sebring, GT Sprint. What cars is that? G4s, G3s, GT4, GT3. Any prototypes in there? No. That might not be bad. In fact, might run. So this year I ran the Mercury in the GT4s. I don't think I raced the Mustang yet, but I bought the Mustang. Yeah, I've not raced this yet, I'm pretty sure. Wow, wait a minute. That's a Mustang GT3. The Mustang GT. All right, well, let's go to the. All right, so there's the. Trying to tell me out of all the cars available, I only own the BMW and the Mustang GT3. Where are the GT4 cars? Did I look at that wrong? The choices are the only BMW, I don't understand. I am completely confused here. I swore I saw $11 cars. What am I missing here? Back to official. GT Sprint. What was that? GT Challenge. Not looking to race it, just wanted to practice in it. Let's go. GT. GT Sprint. Monza. Alright, let's mouse over that. Must not have been what I was looking at. Where I saw GT would be a cool class. I don't know, the participation is kind of low though. $11 cars in that. Wow, I thought I saw something that had 3s and 4s in it. prototype challenge. I thought that's what I ran earlier. Ran a race in the Corvette at Sebring this morning. Official race. I don't know what, I jumped in at last minute. Not even sure what it was now. Going kind of rough here. Yeah, Proto GT challenge is what I ran today. Not prototype challenge. Not sure why it shows that twice. I don't think I joined the practice. All right. Man, I got to figure out a way to put. I just don't see that chat. You're not expecting somebody to join. They do join and say something and you miss it. It's in this Rain Master Challenge. GT3s. I need something. Let me look at GT4. That's what I was wanting to run, and then I started having some. So I ran a bunch of these races this year. Let's go practice that, see what that's like. The Mercedes is my go-to. I hate the BMW. The Mustang, anytime I've tried to drive that somewhere, like I tried to drive it at Indy, I couldn't keep the damn thing on the track. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just me or Mercedes is easier to drive. I gotta get a drink. Yeah, so my thing's taking forever to load. Yeah, so I haven't driven the Mustang GT4 much. Before the Season 4 changes, I was driving the Mercury, took half the field out with my Club Sport 3 brakes. That's when I decided to get La Prima brakes. I had a few good races, and then that change came, and I don't know, I've driven the Mazda some, and I've driven the production car challenge, those 2-hour races. I drove 3 of those, and I had the last one, I had the frame rate problem that some people seem to be having sporadically here and there. Right, I don't know this track much other than I just raced the Formula V in it, in the Matt Malone thing. Let's see, get this over here. Relative. Alright, let's see.
The pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour. Pit exit's clear. Push. Red and yellow flag for debit.
Shit, kidding me already? Turn that force feedback.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line. We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
You're kidding
Service
me.
flag.
Fuck. Alright.
Front left, 99%. Rear left, 99. The pit exit is clear. Push now.
Go ahead, dude. That is just unrealistic how quick that comes around. I guess. Not that I've ever driven a GT4 Mustang in real life. Damn. Man. I should have got in the Merc, I guess.
Pit exit's clear. Stay behind the white line.
Okay, that is... What the... I don't know if I even want to drive this car now. What the hell?
We're damaged.
No, I gotta get it. I gotta get this car.
Pit exit looks clear.
That was before the Season 4 change.
Slippery surface flag. Careful.
Was really liking the Mustang. I'm sorry, not the Mustang, the Merc. And I bought the Mustang just because it came out. Not like, oh, I need to change cars. I like buying stuff. Even if I don't race it, I'll just buy it and try it. I don't care about $9 or whatever. I get the 25% discount because I once had
They're showing the slippery
20%
surface flag.
contact. So I don't mind buying a car and a track, even if I don't intend to race it, just for the fun of it. driving with Jesse one night, and I bought an open wheel car. Drove like half a lap at the Nords, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. And I've never even been in the car again.
Car right, clear right.
This absolute lack of lateral grip reminds me of the Daytona prototype from, like, you know, back in like 2010. Oh, come on. This car cannot be that hard.
There's damage.
To drive.
Track's clear. Push, push, push. We've got debris on the track. They're showing the red-yellow flag. Slippery surface flag. Careful. Slippery surface flag's out.
Now, I think that was because I downshifted. I was trying to take it easy and downshifted and cause it to spin. It's frustrating. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long it takes to really warm up the tires.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now. Red-yellow flag. Watch for debris on the track.
I mean, not that I was, even before the change, I was driving that GT4 fixed class, you know, I was finishing middle of the pack and stuff, wasn't real good or anything, but now I can't even, I know the Merc is more stable than this thing, but the thing is, the car is the same for everybody, so.
Slippery surface flag.
Yeah, I've taken that so slow and still, this almost feels like as bad as the V8 supercar, which in my opinion is the hardest thing to drive on.
There's debris out there.
Like, I don't feel that you need to slow down or downshift right there, but it's like zero lateral grip.
Red-yellow flag. There's debris on the track.
What the hell? That, there's no way that should be a spin. I wasn't going fast enough to spin the car. So I own the BMW GT4,
Front left, 98%. Left rear, 99.
which I actually hate. So I never drive it. I bought that. I hadn't raced on iRacing in about 5 years. I started wanting to get back into it, so I bought that GT4 BMW, and I hated it. So after I bought the Merc, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the car I want to drive. And I bought the Mustang just because it came out, and it's like, yeah,
There's a
okay,
car
I'll
behind to
try
stay
that.
inside the line.
I also bought the GT3 Mustang, which I really like.
Red yellow flag. Watch for debris on the track. We've got debris on the track. They're showing the red yellow flag. Red and yellow flag for debris.
See, I think if you go that slow in a race in those two corners, you can get ran over.
Red yellow flag. Debris on the track.
I know a lot of times when you have that lateral grip problem, it's because your line is completely wrong.
Slippery surface flag. Be careful.
Man. Well, I'm glad I didn't try to race this damn thing.
They're showing the slippery surface flag.
I jumped in a vet race this morning at Sebring. That old vet, the original vet. C6. No laps of practice, no qualifying, no nothing. Straight into the race. I never crashed or anything, but it was pretty rough. Definitely got lapped.
Why are you stopping today?
Red yellow flag. There's debris out there. B46. Red yellow flag. There's debris on the track.
Sorry about that.
Red and yellow flag for debris. B40. Red yellow flag. Debris on the track.
Shit.
Now delete this lap. You've cut the track. Red yellow flag. Watch for debris on the track. We've got debris on the track. They're showing the red yellow flag. B43. Red yellow flag. There's debris out there. Red and yellow flag for debris. Slippery surface flag. Slippery surface flags out. Red yellow flag, there's debris on the track. They're showing the slippery surface flag.
Well, I was doing pretty good for a while there. Slow, but at least I wasn't crashing. If you go out of the car and come into another car, you got to go into a different session. You can't join the same session with a different car. I think that's something they need to change. It makes it a pain in the ass. What is this? Come on, what the hell? me click on that for some reason. I have no idea what session I was in before. Usually, if you try to join the same one with a different car, it'll spin like this is doing. And just sit there, it won't let you in. If it's the same session. I know this takes forever to load. I don't know why. Hate to think that I need a new computer. I got a new aluminum profile rig, new pedals, new steering wheel base, 2 new wheels, fairly new monitors. I've been selling ATVs and golf clubs and stuff to keep up with what I'm spending, just so I'm not taking family budget money out. But man, I don't want to spend money on a new computer right now. The one I have now is about 5 years old. I have a 3080 video card, which seems to be performing fine, other than I've been in a couple of races where the frame rates drop as low as 11, which I don't think that's anything to do with my computer. I think that's something that's going on with iRacing right now. But I was in a production car challenge endurance race, 2-hour race, and I had to bail out. Frame rate got so slow I couldn't drive. That kind of sucked. All right. Now I might slip around just as much in the Merc. I have no idea. Let's see what happens here.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Red yellow flag, debris on the track.
Mr. Winky in front of me, blinking. So at first, not even one lap into it, but it seems like the Merc is easier to drive. That's my fault. I just overdrove that.
Mind these track limits, please, Mark.
So it's a little easier to drive, but not 100% forgiving.
Pit exit is clear. Red yellow flag, there's debris out there.
Lane 6.
I don't think you want to go that slow. Son of a bitch. Well, I tell you, I'm new to the direct drive base. I've only had it for a month or so. I don't know.
We'll need to come in for repairs. They've shown us the meatball flag.
You start to spin and you're not paying attention, man. That thing will hurt your hand.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. You've got cold front tyres. Red yellow flag. Watch for debris on the track.
It feels like a fire.
Slippery surface flag. Careful.
Shit.
Christ, it is basic.
P2. Front left, 97%. Left rear, 98.
I don't know what my lap times were in the Mustang.
Pit exit's clear. Cold tyres all round.
You got it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
All clear. Push now. Slippery surface flag. There's damage.
Huh? It's getting frustrating.
Pit exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. P3. Got debris on the track. They're showing the red-yellow flag.
There was no reason for that car to spin there, unless I have this whole concept wrong.
Front left, 97%. Rear left, 99. Your exit is clear. Watch the white line. Red yellow flag. There's debris out there.
Sorry about that, dude.
Car on your right. Clear on your right. Careful, car on your right. All clear on the right.
You've gone outside of track limits there. Slippery surface flag. Slippery surface flag, be careful. P4. We've got debris on the track. They're showing the red-yellow flag. Alright, Mark, we need to watch these track limits. Red-yellow flag, watch for debris on the track. Slippery surface flag, be careful. Slippery surface flag, careful. Red yellow flag, there's debris on the track. To watch the track limits.
On your right. Clear on your right.
Oh man, I looked up and saw that car behind me and went off. I'm struggling in this GT4 since these Season 4 changes. This is the first time I really tried to drive it. I was driving the Mustang for a while and I was doing even worse, but my time in the Mustang was faster.
Watch your speed limit in the pits. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Come on by, boss.
The pit exit looks clear. P5.
I had to move that. What the hell? I have a stop and go penalty notification, and it's on the left monitor where I don't even notice it.
Watch your speed. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Left front 98%. Left rear 98.
I got somebody hit me up on Facebook over a putter I'm selling. Sometimes they're so stupid.
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Slippy surface flags out. You're all clear. Stay behind the line. The right side tyres are cold. Front left, 99%. Left rear, 99. Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. Your tyres are cold, watch out. 5. Red, yellow flag, debris on the track. Okay, Mark, we need to watch these track limits. Sixth place. Red and yellow flag for debris. Gonna invalidate this lap. Track limits. Slippery surface flag. P7. Red yellow flag. Watch for debris on the track. Red yellow flag, there's debris on the track. Mind these track limits, please, Mark. P8. P9. They'll delete this lap. Track limits.
Oh man, that was tough. I didn't get anywhere with that car either. What I'm having to, as slow as I'm having to go to make these corners, I know I would just be rear-ended. It'd be the slowest car on the track. think this is that track I can't stand. Les trois?
The pit lane speed limit is 37 miles per hour. All clear on pit exit, you can push now. They're showing the slippery surface flag. The track temperature's falling. It's now 75 Fahrenheit.
Car on your left. Clear left. Still there. Still there. Easy. Hold your line. Clear on the left side. Car on your left. You're clear left.
We've got debris on the track. They're showing the red-yellow flag. Red-yellow flag. There's debris out there. P10. Red and yellow flag for debris. Watch the track limits. Please mark. B18.
Easy, car on your left. Clear left.
Next lap will be invalidated. Watch the track limits.
Alright, I need a break. I can't do anymore. I'm making the stupidest mistakes. Been on here for 2 hours, plus I did a 30-minute race before that at Sebring. Haven't even been downstairs except for to get a drink real quick. So, thanks for chatting, watching, sticking, doing whatever. I don't think anybody's on here right this second. Check. No, I'm riding solo right now. Well, maybe Jesse is in there. Hey, what's up? I've been struggling trying to drive the GT4 car. First the Mustang, I couldn't even keep it on the track, so then I went to the Merc, and it was a little better, but my time in the Mustang was actually faster. Just getting ready to jump off. I've been on here for a couple hours, all with frustrated results. So I got in this Mazda real quick. And I don't want to be relegated to the Mazda class, but struggling with the GT4s in this season 4. Yeah, I get that, driving more like the GT3 cars. The last season, the Mercury was fairly easy to drive. I didn't have too many issues with that. And I bought the Mustang just because, and not. So I thought I'd try that, and I do find that a little harder to drive than the Mercury. But that Brands Hatch in either one of those cars wasn't going very well for me. Not sure what to. Just doing this for fun today. I'm just testing some stuff and getting used to everything that's in a new position. Ordered another new wheel. It's I got the button box yesterday, but the rim's not coming until Monday. A round wheel for the smaller cars and maybe dirt, I don't know. But, most of the time I drive with a GSI Formula wheel, old style, and I have it on a Acetec QR. I really like that wheel. Park, maybe I'll, shit, I don't know. Yeah, and I haven't really played with any settings. I was actually in the fixed car. Which I have Ghost setups, but they don't do too much for those classes. Yeah, I was waiting for the Black Friday to get the last of the upgrades of the Acetec stuff. I kind of want the clutch upgrade, and then I bought a button box used, which you can't even tell, it looks brand new, and then I bought a round wheel used, but sealed in the box. So I might buy the extra clutches and extra paddles that go with that. I have the La Prima wheelbase, and I'm telling you, even at 12 Newton meters, I don't think I need anything more than that. So I'm not sure if I'll get the upgrade to that or not, but you can upgrade that to 16. And I know the Acetec stuff's a little more expensive. I was looking at I like the SemiCube stuff because of the size of it. It's smaller, you can get the monitors lower. But I went with this La Prima, and so far I love it. Not a single negative to the whole thing. I was looking at the SemiCube until somebody on Facebook said, go Google this error. I Googled it, and tons of people were having a certain issue with the SemiCube, so I just went with the Acetec stuff. I think it's a little more expensive than the average, I'm not sure. One thing, their QR is really expensive, so I bought 2 of those. So what do you, the good price stuff is like Moza, right? Isn't that fairly inexpensive? And I haven't heard anything bad about those. Sim Magic, yeah. Well, depending on what wheels you already have, I had a Thrustmaster wheels, so they're not really adaptable to anything, but I had been running this heavy GSI on that Thrustmaster T300, and I wanted to keep that, so I bought the QR, but by the time you add the price of the QR and the wheel together, you could have bought anything, and so, But of course I didn't plan it that way, so that's all right. Yeah, Moza entry level. So I have the La Prima. The only other thing I've even tried is I drove a semi-cube at what's that place called? Micro Center, where I bought my chassis, and that felt really good. It was great, but I only drove a couple laps at the IndyCar, on the IndyCar or at Spa, but it felt good. So I sold another ATV Thursday night, so I'm back. I'm almost even. I haven't spent a lot of money out of pocket, and I got almost everything is new. Catching up. Have some golf clubs for sale too, but God, it's such a pain in the butt. These people on Facebook Marketplace are so stupid. Guy's like, yeah, I wanted to buy this, but you never told me a meetup spot. So then I answer him. And then, of course, he doesn't answer back. So frustrating. I'm not going to go out too much out of my way for something as inexpensive as a putter that I'm trying to sell. Yeah. I hate selling the stuff too, but I had pretty good luck. About a year ago, a couple of years ago, a friend of mine passed away, and his wife had me sell the golf stuff for her, and I sold like $3,000 worth of golf stuff without any issues. Nobody flaked, no real stupid offers or anything, but it's just a pain in the butt to sell stuff.
Pit lane speed limit is 50 miles per hour. Pit exit is clear. Don't cross the line.
I didn't even look to see what track this was. It's easy to downshift into neutral on this. I'm not used to that.
Red yellow flag, debris on the track. We have damage. Your pit exit looks clear.
That's a fun car.
Left front, 99%. Rear left, 99.
Man, this takes forever to load. What the hell? Google Rabbit. Google Rabbit on Kick. So my Kick thing is, I usually use it on a different channel for American Truck Simulator, but today I'm doing the iRacing on, I'm multi-streaming. Need 9 monitors to put all this crap on. Oh, this telemetry thing frustrates me. Yeah, telemetry's on. Oh, is this thing fixed? That's fine. Getting spammed on chat, it looks like. Learn how to block that. Let's see, we got force feedback. Let's turn force feedback. Let's turn that up a little bit. I have force feedback on a encoder. I can change it while I'm driving, but you have to be on the graphics screen to see what it's actually set at. So I got to go into SimHub. Maybe I can build an overlay that shows what the current setting for force feedback is. I don't want the little meter that shows you what you're using. I want to see what it's set at.
Pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour.
This car sounds so badass.
Pit exit's clear.
Well, earlier in this corner right here, in the original old C6 Vet, I kept going off right there. It was tough. I entered a race here in the Vet with 0 laps of practice. I did like half a lap of Q and then the race started. I hadn't raced that car in years. Damn. Man, that force feedback is nice. Number one problem I have, I downshift too
Okay,
much.
Mark, you need to watch the track limits.
Spin out from over downshifting.
B12.
Don't worry about it, Jim.
14th.
Careful, car on your left. All clear on the left. B16.
I'm experiencing some sort of frame lockup. Like, you know how sometimes it locks up when somebody joins?
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 96 Fahrenheit.
I assume I'm the slowest person in here. It's okay, it's like only the third time I've driven this car.
B17.
Thank you.
So, I was driving the GT4 earlier at Brands Hatch. I couldn't even keep the thing on the track. Now, regardless of how slow I am compared to the rest of this field, I've spun and saved it, but I have actually not crashed yet. Oh, I was looking at the black boxes and went right through the end of that. What am I trying to find here? Six laps. So since I have the streaming relative up in the corner there, I have the iRacing relative on my left monitor in the bottom right corner. Let's make sure nobody's coming.
You'll need to give back the time gained.
18.
I'm going way, way, way too wide in that corner. Gotta quit doing that.
Pit exit's clear. Stay behind the white line. Red and yellow flag for debris. V19. We have damage. Front right, 98%. Right rear, 97. Right exit looks clear. Cold tyres all round.
Well, I got in a GT3 Mustang at Sebring, and I'm doing tons better than I were at Brands Hatch.
Slippery surface flag.
I've never raced this car, and I've only driven it about 3 or 4 times.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 92 Fahrenheit.
Shit. Sorry, I was trying to let that guy go by, and then I spun. Sorry about that. Anyway, I love this car. I'm probably the slowest in here, but I'm not crashing every other lap like I was. Man, the force feedback on this track is awesome.
The 21st.
This is GT3 fixed.
Car on your right. They're on your right.
Too deep right there, but survived.
limits.
Well, I had trouble in that corner this morning in the vet. I jumped in a prototype, I think it's prototype GT challenge. No practice, no qualifying. Needless to say, I was very slow. Got lapped. Never crashed though. Way too deep on that.
P22.
Got distracted by my phone there. Waiting for somebody to respond to something and
Right front, 96%. Left rear, 96.
been selling stuff on Facebook. So somebody will text you, yeah, I'm interested in something, something, then you answer them, and they never answer you again. It's like, are you just trolling, or are you a real buyer? I get tired of looking at that shit all the time.
Pit exit's clear. Add a black flag. We'll need to come into the pits. Front left, 100%. Left rear, 100. All clear on pit exit.
Knowing that I'm slow, I try not to pull out of in front of anybody.
On your right. All clear on the right.
That's the first real stupid mistake I've made.
We have damage.
Been sitting here so long today, my ass hurts. Try moving that seat up one click.
The pit exit's clear. Shit. B29.
There's got to be a guy somewhere in a damn office chair, G25 pedals or something that's going to be slower than me. I can't be the slowest. That was weird. Got like a weird ding, everything locked up, and then came back.
B30. 31.
Well, that's not 6.5. I mean, that's not completely terrible. 6-point spread. You know, if you look at the I rating. But do I really want to be the slowest I rating all my life? Very inconsistent, you can see. But oh man, I don't know if I can do anymore. Let's see how long I've been on here. I have been streaming for 3 hours and 30 minutes. Plus I did an hour before that didn't stream properly, so I recorded it and uploaded it. Ugh.
Just trying to build and hold on, but all that's ready here with the Kraken impact. 83% on the board now, 100.
No idea what.
That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
Hey, let's see. Let's.
All clear. Push now.
Woo, doggy. Wow.
We're damaged.
I gotta cut the
Front
index
left,
finger off of my
99%.
gloves.
Rear left, 99.
If I have to check my phone, I don't have to take my glove off.
Chaos in D.C. on Halloween night. Police arresting multiple suspects overnight.
Who gives a shit?
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
forget that the auto pit lane thing is not on this level. What is this, a B class car? Not sure.
Remaining, 15 minutes to go.
I started trying to take that corner different, and now when I get on the gas, I spin it.
There's damage.
Of course there's damage, Jim. I hit a fucking wall.
Front left, 99%. Left rear, 99.
Figured out what you got because I'm blind track.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. They're showing the slippery surface flag.
Wow. Oh, way overshot that.
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Your tyre temperatures are good. Red yellow flag, there's debris on the track. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. B39. Slippery surface flag, careful.
Alright, I was daydreaming there.
We've got damage.
Crap. This is enough for today.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Engage the limiter. Please mark. Box in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Left front 97%. Left rear 97.
Why did it turn off? To start the major repairs? Alright, so that's 3 hours and 40 minutes of streaming now, plus the one that's going to go at 6 o'clock. So this is enough. Let me look at. Alright, 5 minutes left. Maybe I'll take 2 more laps.
Okay, Mark. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
My ass hurts. I really should
Take 6
stop.
clear. Don't cross the white line. Limiter's still on. Disengage it.
So Jim's aware that the pit limiter's still on, but he doesn't mention the fact that I'm taking off in 4th gear from the pits. It's alright, Jim, we got it. I can just be my own crew chief. Looked at chat and went off the track. Typical, right? Yeah, I'm loving this GT3 Mustang. Although I'm the slowest in this whole session, but it's like only the 3rd time I've driven it. But I'm not crashing it like I was in the GT4. I don't know. My ass hurts. I've been in here all day. So when this session ends, I'm going to take a break. My wife texted me if I want to go walk the dog, and I told her I was in an iRacing thing. But I will have to walk my... I have a dog that refuses to get in the car because he hurt his foot a couple of years ago, so can't even take him to the dog park. I gotta walk him up the street. Got a mental issue now. Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
So this morning in the C6 Vet GT Proto Challenge or Proto GT Challenge, whichever it is, this corner right here, man, I kept
Slippery surface flag.
going out on that corner. It's a tough car to drive without practice. Mess that up. We have a really nice dog park here. Creek running through it. It's really nice. Right in the view of Pikes Peak. But he will no longer get in the car, and he's too big to pick up and force him. Too deep.
Checkered flag, P43.
A P43. So what I can't believe, there's not some guy in an office chair, in a desk, in flip-flops that would be slower than me. I just can't imagine being the slowest. Two guys slower. So I'm 6.3 seconds off, but who knows? That guy might have a really high I rating, be really good. I don't normally race this car. I don't know. The Mazda and the prototype challenge is, I don't want to drive all those crappy cars. I don't know. Who's making that noise? All right, thanks for checking in. Thanks for watching and chatting. I've been on here all morning. I got right out of bed and I didn't do the Matt Malone Patreon race because of what track it was on. So then right after that, he got in that prototype challenge and he's like, there's not enough cars. So I jumped up, logged in, got in, and missed practice, crashed in qualifying, never even finished a lap. So I raced that with no practice. It's pretty fun, but still, haven't raced that original Cadillac in years. Anyway, thanks for stopping in. I'm out. All right, see you later. I'll get on there and see who's streaming tonight and see what's going on. I don't know if I'm going to race any tonight. But see you later.